Contestant number 4, Toastmaster Gayatri Coimbatore Ganapati. It's time to stand up. It's time to stand up. Toastmaster Gayatri Coimbatore Ganapati.
Have you ever felt extremely excited to visit a police station? The first time I visited police station, I was 10 years old. No, I was not arrested for mischief. I just accompanied my mom, who had to fetch my dad from the police station. Contest master, fellow Toastmasters and my dear friends, I was extremely excited because until that day, I have seen police station only in the movies. So I imagined my mom running, "Yenungal!" and my father lifting his head slowly upside behind the bars. And the inspector shouting, "Shut up! This is police station." Unfortunately, when I went there, my dad was sitting in a bench, casually reading a newspaper. The inspector identified my mother and said, "Madam, you people seem to be a decent family. Why is your husband getting into such unnecessary issues? Is he a freedom fighter or what? Give him some good advice." My mom said, "Okay, sir, sure, sir," and stared at my dad. I went to my dad and said, "Appa, what did you do to go to the police station?" He never answered me. But after a couple of days, I came to know that he got into an argument with one of the person who demanded to pay 1 rupee for parking the vehicle on the road because he took parking contract on that road. My dad felt it was atrocious. He became furious. Soon he got into a fight and both of them were taken to the police station by flight. They were left free after some time. But ever since that incident, my father became famous as the 1 rupee fighter, just like one day CM. Everybody from the neighborhood to my distant relative addressed our family as the 1 rupee fighter family. He never cared, but I was embarrassed. One day I asked him, "Appa, why did you have to fight for just 1 rupee? He said, "Ayu, all of us think of us as individual trees, like the coconut tree. But we are all part of the redwood forest." Redwood forest? What is that? For a tree to grow like coconut tree, for about 80 to 100 feet of height, the root has to go about 20 to 30 feet deep. But the trees in the redwood forest are about 300 to 400 feet tall, but their roots are not more than 5 to 6 feet deep. Yet they have survived all through the centuries because their roots get intertwined with all the neighboring trees. When there is a rain or a storm, each tree stands not just for itself, but for the entire forest. We all have to stand up for each other, otherwise we will fall together. Today, when I stood up, I had only few hands with me. Tomorrow, there will be more hands, and when all the hands are together, when we all stand up together, we will do what we want to. 15 years later, I was in Chennai getting ready to go to my office. I saw that my car was low on fuel and I went to the nearby petrol pump. I saw that there was only one station serving all the customers. There was a big queue and the girl at the station was very, very, very slow. I was irritated, frustrated. There were also people who were honking their cars. Suddenly the manager came out and told the girl, "You better start feeling faster. My customers are getting irritated." And started abusing her left, right and center. She felt very embarrassed, but she kept doing her job. Suddenly, when I went near her, I realized that she was tired, exhausted and fragile. She was just trying to do her best to keep the customers happy. To lift up her mood, I asked, "Did you eat your lunch?" She said, "Lunch at 12 o'clock? We could eat our lunch around 4 o'clock if the crowd reduces and we are lucky." Feeling pity for her, I took a packet of biscuit and gave it to her. What happened next was a shocker for me. She started weeping and tears started flowing down her cheeks. Wait. That man was abusing you. You were fine. I just gave you a biscuit packet. Why are you crying? You don't really have to eat if you don't like the biscuit. Suddenly she chuckled and gave me a smile. As I was driving out of the petrol pump, I realized that somebody has to tell this manager that it was not purely her fault. Somebody has to tell that manager that he cannot abuse his workers that way. Somebody has to bell the cat. A voice inside me said, Gayatri, let that be somebody else. Shut up and go to the office. I just moved a bit. But another voice inside me said, we are all part of the redwood forest. We have to stand up for each other. Otherwise, we will fall together. I stormed out of my car. I went to the manager and said, Sir, I know you are the manager for this petrol station, but it does not give you any right to abuse your workers. It was equally your responsibility to have more workers to manage the crowd, and it is not entirely her fault that she is slow. Do something and make her feel better. Worried that he may scold me back, I went back to my car and moved away. But when I looked at the rear view mirror, I saw him walking slowly towards the pole. We are all part of the redwood forest. We have to stand up for each other. Otherwise, we will fall together. When the entire state joined hands to protest against the Jallikattu ban, we did what we wanted to do. If you see a salesman selling a product beyond the maximum retail price, stop him. If you see a government officer asking for bribe, report him. If you see something is wrong somewhere, question it. We will not get into trouble by doing it. We all got into trouble by not doing it. We are all the trees from the redwood forest. We have to stand up for each other. Otherwise, we will fall down. It's time to stand up together. Contestants.